All right, you guys, what's going on? All right, on my way to Ben Saucy Boxing's house. We finna chop it up. Finna watch this fight. Shit, a lot to talk about, man. A lot to talk about. We gonna talk about Charlo Harrison. Man, what's going on, man? We gonna talk about Charlo Harrison, Chavez Jr. We gonna try to get all that in right quick. I got about maybe 25, 30 minutes. I'm driving slow, so taking the scenic route. So I decided to do which one? Oh yeah, Michelle, I had to body these Eminem coat. I came with the nail in the coffin. I'ma leave. I got these Eminem fans begging for mercy because I cut off all corners. So I gave them nothing they can come back with except the typical, oh, you just hate Eminem. Oh, you hate Eminem. You're just jealous of what? Who the fuck would be, man? Anyway, let's talk some boxing. All right, let's talk some boxing. I already didn't body those Eminem fans. They was easy work. You can't, I don't know what it is about these white hip hop fans that think they can out black a black person when it comes to hip hop. We made this shit. You can't out black me. Fuck wrong with you motherfuckers, man? Hey, what's up, man? You can't out black me. For real. Stay in your lane, man. For easy work. That's what it is, though. They just mad that the myth is over about them, having the greatest rapper of all time. Get y'all asses out of here with that shit. But anyway, let's get to this fighting shit. Enough said. But anyway, apparently I saw the interview with Kenny Porter. I hit Kenny Porter up about it yesterday. He texted me and shit, about some other shit. But anyway, yeah, man. Kenny is interested in the fight, and Bob Arum is finally interested in the fight. But the question is, can Bud and Sean Porter make this fight happen? Now, here's the thing. I want y'all to watch out for this. Watch out for this. At the end of the day, you already know the other side of the street apologists. What they're going to try to do is they're going to try to make fake videos talking about, oh, well, Kenny Porter wants to fight, so if Bud doesn't accept it, it's a duck. And all that. I'm already, because these guys are getting very predictable now. So watch out for that. I'm just warning y'all, those type of videos will get made. So just watch out for that. They're coming. And then here's the next scenario. Hey, what's up? Hey, here's the next scenario. Let's just say this fight actually get made. And let's just say Bud is the winner of this fight. Then they go say Bud fought somebody coming off a loss. So watch out for that too. Some of these people will find whatever it takes to discredit Bud. But I want that fight. I want the fight. It makes all the sense in the world. And a lot of people are saying, well, it's not for a belt and all that, but it's a good fight. It's a good scrap. Because at the end of the day, the first couple of rounds, it might be a chess match. And it'll be a tough fight. But the thing is, I'm not going to say Sean is, that's going to be a tough fight for both of them. Yeah, that too. That too. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sean Porter took more punishment versus Kell Brook than he did Errol Spence. Errol Spence just out physicaled him in the end because Sean Porter, man, he was getting hit on the top of his head a lot by Kell Brook. I mean, that's just the bottom line. But Sean Porter has never, but it was still a good scrap. It was still a good scrap. But the thing is with Sean Porter has never he ain't never got the hell beat out of him in a fight. Nah, that's cool. Like I said, I can dig it, man. Ain't shit. You ain't gonna get no argument out of me. I just want to fight. Look, Bob Arum knows that Shawn Porter could sell some tickets and he could sell some pay-per-views. Because he gave Bud such a good, he gave Errol Spence a real good fight. It did 200,000 or whatever the case may be, 200,000, 300,000, whatever the case may be. Based off the fact Bud just did $1.6 million on ESPN. If they can find some way, some common ground between Fox to work this out, is good. Nah, this fight is on regular Fox. Regular Fox. Thanks, Ryan. This fight is on regular Fox, so you don't have to go to your Showtime subscription or none of that shit. It's on regular Fox TV. So that's the good part about this. This is gonna be a very interesting fight. You know, I've watched Tony Harrison versus Jermall Charlo like about 5 or 6 times. You ain't got no TV. Shit. Or go to a gym and have them put it on or something. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. If Charlo, I hope Charlo don't self-destruct in this fight. If he don't, look, I want y'all to watch that fight very closely. Watch the fight with the sound off. And I keep telling you, you gonna see why they gave Tony Harrison that fight. Charlo was missing a lot of his punches. He landed some punches like later in the rounds, like later in the fight. But most of them fights, most of the fight, he wasn't connecting or barely connected. Tony Harrison was landing some good shots and some good combinations at times. And had he sat on his punches, he hurt Charlo at least 2 times in that fight. He staggered him at least 2 times. When a dude say I wasn't hurt, he was hurt. Hey, Diggs, I watched the fight with the sound off, man. Tony Harrison, you really can make an argument he won that fight, man. And I understand he was popping Charlo with the jab, and he was clipping him in exchanges. Like I said, if he sit on his punches at times in this fight, if he don't get too cute in the fight, he might, I'm serious. No telling what might happen. See, the thing is with Harrison Lubin, he left himself wide open to be countered. And Tony Harrison did a good job of not getting caught in exchanges. Yeah, that jab, man, Ryan, that jab, I looked at it, that jab just was standing out. So I understand why the judges went with Harrison. I think, look, at the end of the day, we know it was in the cards. They wanted Charlo to win, so they could sell him and his brothers to undefeated fighters. That's what it was. That's what it was. And Tony Harrison did better than a lot of people thought he was going to do. And Tony Harrison has showed up to fight. Now, could he be a one-hit wonder? You never know. Will we see an Andy Ruiz-like performance? Well, we about to find out. Of course. Well, Charlo got some decision making to do. He was called out by Daniel Jacobs, and he was called out by Demetrius Andrade. I could see Charlo probably beating Daniel Jacobs, because Daniel Jacobs have times where he just fight flat and he just don't do nothing. And sometimes in the Canelo fight, you notice sometimes you can counter Daniel Jacobs with a big shot because he leaves his face out at times. So I could see him trying to hit Charlo, and Charlo catch it with that uppercut. And if Charlo catch it with that uppercut, then who knows what would happen. Because one thing about Charlo is good at covering up with his fists and his gloves and then countering. And he might could catch Daniel Jacobs. Now, Demetrius Andrade, that's going to be a chess match. Demetrius Andrade is such a damn good boxer. And he one of them dudes, he going to get up for that fight. So it's going to be a very interesting fight to see him versus Charlo. Now, they sent him an offer sheet. We don't know what's going to happen. I think what's going on with Eddie Hearn and Al Heyman, I think they could do one fight deals like what they did with Ruiz, but they don't want them to do long-term deals. And I think that's the best thing for Eddie Hearn to do. Just do a one-fight deal. Do a fight-by-fight basis. Now, they saying that's what's going on with Mikey Garcia. He signed with DAZN, but it's still a fight-by-fight basis, but it's a clause in his contract that DAZN had a right to match any offer. And we all know DAZN is not going to match any and every offer towards Mikey Garcia. Jamal Charlo is a better all-around like boxer and fighter than his brother. He has more power. He has more power. He can box better. He is a better defensive fighter than his brother too. Watch that fight again. Tony Harrison staggered Charlo. Charlo was more hurt in that fight than Harrison was. Harrison did a good job of not tiring out and getting caught. Because that's another thing that Harrison did. Because Harrison, I mean, when he was fighting my boy Jarrett Hurd, he just got tired and then he got caught, which is a bad combination. That's exactly what happened with homeboy Anthony Yard with Sergey Kovalov. He got tired and then he got caught with a jab. He wasn't really hurt. He was just tired because one, he didn't do no sparring for that fight. So, like I said, this is gonna be a very interesting fight. Now, apparently, Guillermo Rigondeaux is off the card because something happened with his opponent's visa, to where I guess the dude couldn't get his visa in time to enter the United States. So that's unfortunate for Rigondeaux. Yeah, well, one thing I like about Jamal, he been kind of a little bit better when it comes to like doing interviews and stuff. I guess they had that talk with them about, being more cooperative with the media and shit. Because at first, man, Charlo brothers was like very difficult to like interview and stuff. So we'll see what's popping. We'll see what's popping when I go to Wilder Fury. We'll see what's up. So, but yeah, man. The thing is with Jamal, he just in such a bad spot right now. He can't get certain fights. He not gonna. Now, what they might try to do, they might try to pull the same shit with Charlo that they tried to pull with Wilder. Try to get him to sign at least a multi-fight deal with the guarantee of, or try to make it seem like he may get Canelo, but he may or may not. But Canelo already then said that he's not interested in Charlo and he's not interested in Demetrius Andrade. Yeah. See, that's the thing. This is what we've been trying to, this is what we've been trying to tell the other guy. This is what we've been trying to tell the other dude. Like, why you should, like, work with the Oakland Hills. My phone always buffer. sometimes. So it'll be in and out till I get out of the hills, like, so, you know. But yeah, man, that's the thing. That's always been my stance, AK. I've been like, you know, I don't have no ill will towards these dudes. At the end of the day, I'm just there to do my job, and that's pretty much it. I'm not trying to go to the club with you. I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm really not interested in your personal business. Unless it's just to the point to where it just get out there, and then I'm gonna try to say less as possible. Cause I really try to leave that kind of stuff alone, man. I really don't care about scandals and all that type of stuff. That's your business. Don't affect me one way or another. Cause I could tell y'all some real, I could tell y'all I did found out a lot of stuff, but then that ain't my place. You find out stuff, but that ain't my place. Cause I try not to do smut when it comes to this boxing stuff, because at the end, unless it's somebody that look like Sergey Kovalov, because I try not to do, you know, I try not to do smut, like try to smear these dudes' names and stuff. So I try to stay away from that, because I really don't want to do that. I'm not out there to try to make people, you know, I'm not out there trying to divide the community, like trying to make certain people hate other fighters because they not with this dude or they not with that dude. That ain't my thing. You guys got every right to root for whatever fighter you want to. You know what I'm saying? No matter what promotional company he signed to, it don't matter. Because at the end of the day, everybody got to be held accountable. It's got to be made. 2020, we ain't going for the bullshit. We getting at everybody. Letters finna be getting sent, emails finna be getting sent, phone calls finna be getting made in 2020, because we not going for this no more. At the end of the day, I'm gonna lead the charges if I have to. We don't get certain fights we want by a certain time, we gonna shut them down. We gonna put them out of business. You don't give us the fights we want, you ain't gonna get our business. That's just real talk. So it's already been proven how much influence we got. Jamel Hill admitted out of her own damn mouth that we saved her ass from getting fired from ESPN. So we got influence. Don't think that. Don't think that. Y'all can root for whatever brother y'all want to, man. I told you, Town Biz don't roll like that, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, we gonna be pushing for fights. And if we don't get certain fights, we gonna put their asses out of business. We gonna shut their asses down. No more scrub fights. If the dude is healthy and he available, hey, for real. That's what I'm saying. Why can't we support all of them? That's all I'm saying. Y'all smart. Y'all know I don't roll like that. I didn't cover fights on the PBC side and on the Top Rank side. So it's you know, I'm gonna be honest with you though. As far as the fights that I've actually covered, who's more organized? Probably the Top Rank cards. You know, a lot of times when you cover the PBC fights, it's a lot of mass hysteria. It's a little bit bigger because it's more media people there. Where the Top Rank people, depending on who the card is, it's kind of small and compact. So it's just a little bit different. Because I had a good time covering Bud versus the Mean Machine. New York was dope. Didn't get to see the whole city because I was supposed to go. I was supposed to meet up with Fight Critic and H Money. H Money was out of town, and a couple of other people wasn't there. I was supposed to meet up with Justin. I just couldn't. I was staying in Jersey, but Newark, New Jersey is just like Oakland and San Francisco. You just catch a train, you right there. Yeah, it's enough fans to go around. Why? How did this shit turn into the new age Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier? where you had like, and y'all already know the story behind that. I'm talking about that. It was bad. It was bad, man. You had a lot of instigating. You basically had it was just like an ugly, nasty situation. You had a certain demographic of brothers rooting for Joe Frazier. Then you had a certain demographic of brothers that was rooting for Muhammad Ali. Yeah, it got, AKA, it got so nasty, bruh. All you got to do is just like, it just, man. Well, it's getting to that point too. That's why the fight need to get made before people lose their desire for the fight. I don't want that to happen. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. At the end of the day, has anybody seen what Errol Spence looked like lately? Yeah, J-Dog, make sure you watch the fight. It's gonna be on regular Fox. You in the East. I know where you at. The fight gonna start in another hour and some change. I'm just saying now, man, if depending on when Errol Spence comes back, we need to get Bud versus Errol Spence at the end of the year, because if it gets to the point to where Bud ages out, then it ain't gonna have like the impact that it'll have with us, because you don't want to get to the point where Bud is old man Bud, and then because at the end of the day, Bud will be 33 in September. Errol Spence will be 30, and Errol Spence will be 30 on March the 3rd. So I think that's the perfect time for them to fight. I think that's the perfect time for them to fight. Now, Errol Spence say he's in the gym, say he's working out. Okay, well, you know what, man? Okay, cool. So, if you really about to recover that quick, and I keep saying this, don't come back until you're ready, man. Don't try to prove a point to us. Don't try to play, super Negro. Don't try to play the invincible Negro and come back too quick. And then you look horrible in your next fight. And then guess what happens, you guys? Once again, if Errol Spence has a subpar performance like in his comeback fight, and let's just say he takes on the Bud fight, then his excuse is going to be, oh, well, if Errol Spence wasn't hurt, then he would have destroyed Bud and all. And then whatever the case may be, it just seemed like it's going to be excuses, or people go try to discredit Bud no matter what. And that's the sad part about it. He's sort of like damned if he do, damned if he don't. If he fights Sean Porter, in some people's eyes, the excuse is gonna be that Errol Spence softened him up. He was coming off a loss, and you just gonna be like, oh man, here we go. Because you got some people, you got a certain group of people that then like basically ran a hate campaign versus Bud to the point now they hate the dude, and they gonna discredit him no matter what. Because you got now people that then turned him, that then turned into Triple G fans over Errol Spence. And that's the sad part about it. Like, y'all already know the Triple G phase, 3-4 years ago, where Triple G could do no wrong. Oh, I have no problem with it. I'm just telling you, 76, what's going to happen. It's going to happen because people have already planted that seed. And if you a boxing fan that's just neutral, you want to see a fight, they are going to say that's what's going to happen. And you know who these dudes are. It ain't no need to say, you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 100. It ain't no need to lie about the shit. You already know who these cats gonna be. It's gonna be excuses galore. So you like, okay, it's sort of like gonna be damned if you do, damn if you don't. I hope it don't turn out that way, but y'all know it is. But I want to see the fight. You know, I'm gonna text Kenny Porter. I'm gonna say, hey Kenny, we got you. We finna push for the fight. Y'all, all y'all that got YouTube channels, y'all that got your other stuff, push for the fight. Go to social media. Go call Top Rank. They listed. Top Rank is like in the they got a phone number. Evan Korn got a Twitter account. Hit Evan Korn up. Tell him you want the fight. Hit all them people up. Like hit Sylvia up with PBC. Hit Brad up. They all, you know what I'm saying? Hit Sam up. Y'all see Sam? All them dudes got Twitter accounts and social media accounts. Say, hey, we want this fight. We want Sean Porter versus Bud. Let's make this shit happen. Let's get this shit cracking. Let's get it set for March. Then Errol Spence, he come back April, May, June. Then booyah. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence could if Errol Spence at the earliest could come back in May, take a fight in May, take another fight, you know what I'm saying, maybe at the end of August, and then we get Bud at the end of December. Case closed. End of December, and then it's all good. Well, he just was in a real fight. The Mean Machine is better than what we gave him credit for. I mean, the man is a two-time Olympian. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what they didn't base the Lomachenko hype off of. So why can't they do it when it comes to Bud? At the end of the day, it's up to us, bro. You got to push for the fight. We asking for that fight. Danny Garcia, he don't want to fight Bud. That's obvious. Keith Thurman don't want to fight Bud. That's obvious. Yeah, I know about that too. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. What it was, I know everybody keep talking about Ray Robinson, but you know, at the end of the day, you get up for certain fights, you don't get up for certain fights. I can tell you, Demetrius Andrade get a fight with Canelo, he may show up. You may see the Demetrius Andrade that you expect to see, because Demetrius Andrade fights that he get up for, he win decisively. Hell yeah, that's push for it. Real talk. All right, you guys, I'll be back.